For the next 24 hours, I'm going to try to build my own SaaS. The product I want to build is a bottleneck calculator for YouTube creators. I've been on YouTube for 14 years. Finding bottlenecks is something I do for my clients every single day. So I figured, why not turn that into a tool? To get this done in time, I need to do 4 things. Set up the software, draft the plan for the calculator, build it, and publish it. All within 24 hours, with no coding experience. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's anticlimactic. Okay, 3, 2, 1. There we go. 24 hours now on the clock. Before I built anything, I needed a plan. So I went to Figma to map out exactly what I wanted. The idea was simple enough. A tool that takes your YouTube analytics and tells you where your biggest problem is. Impressions, click-through rate, retention, or conversion. You put in your numbers and it tells you what to fix first. I had the concept mapped out in about 20 minutes. The plan was to use Cursor to build the code, Supabase to store the data, and Versal to publish it. With the plan in place, I needed to set up all the accounts, which sounds simple enough, except it wasn't. Verify your account. Please don't be hard. Use the arrows to find the image of the... So I've got to find that. What the fuck? 1 of 10? I can't even do 1. What the hell even is this? I'll be honest with you, I legit don't know what this is. Match this. None of those match. Is this supposed to be that? Like circle, circle? What AI is going through and doing this? Which one is? It's a circle with a circle in it. I'm going to spend 24 hours just doing this, ain't I? This is literally harder than GCSEs. My dissertation was easier than this. Dissertation you couldn't fail when I graduated. I assume it's that one, isn't it? Let's listen to this. Watch this be like dog shit.
Option 1. Option 2. Option 3.
Oh, I was supposed to see which one was a B. I was like, I thought it was going to ask me to like type those sounds out. It's the thing at the end of option 3 which makes me say that's not a B. I've got to do this 10. I really hate this. If it gets like, oh, there's a difference between a bee and a fly, I swear to God, I will drop kick my camera. They're all buzzing. It says B. Oh, I fucked up. It says B sound lost. I give up. I didn't think I wanted to cry by like 30, 40 minutes into doing this. Like genuinely. We're not even an hour in and I'm already frustrated. It was taking longer than expected just to create the accounts. Those captures nearly broke me. But eventually, everything was verified and I could finally get to the actual work. 1 hour in, nothing built yet, but that is now about to change. The first and main tool I will be using is Cursor. Cursor is a code editor with AI built in. You describe what you want, it writes the code. I'd seen people use it online, but I had no idea how fast it actually was. My workflow from this point was quite simple. Share the idea with ChatGPT, get it turned into a prompt, feed that prompt into Cursor. And the first step was to get Cursor to build a basic landing page. It came back to me in minutes. Was it perfect? No, but there was an actual web page sitting on my screen, a real one. Ooh, damn, I did something. When I say I did something, I just got AI to do it. That's actually real nice. So yeah, like we've actually got something running for now. From there, I needed to add login functionality. If people were going to use this tool and save their results, they'd need an account. That meant connecting Supabase, which handles all the authentication and database storage. I followed the setup, dropped the API keys, and pointed Cursor at the task. And it worked. Someone could create an account, confirm their email, and log in. That's pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. And then how does it handle emails? Do you not need to have like an email provider? I guess Supabase does it. Confirm. So then if we did log in, I did a login. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to be that easy. When you log in, sure, you're welcome to absolutely nothing. There was no calculator and no dashboard, but at least we had logins, and it felt like a lot, especially for me, considering I'm the type of guy that struggles with captchas. Now comes the part I'm most nervous about, the calculator itself. Because if we don't get this right, then the logins, which I'm so proud of, means absolutely nothing. This wasn't just a form. It needed to take your YouTube data, run it against a set of rules, and come back with a specific recommendation. Not a vague one, a real one that can help you grow your channel. My original plan was to use AI to handle all of this, but I learned if you set the right rules inside the site itself, you can push the recommendation without needing AI at all. So that's what I did. I recorded myself talking through how I actually review YouTube channels, what I look for, and how I decide what the problem is. This took me about 30 minutes as I talked through my whole review process out loud. I uploaded that to ChatGPT and had it convert my process into a set of rules. Then I fed those rules into Cursor. Over the next few hours, I went back and forth, and the tool started to take shape. Suddenly, we had a short onboarding form to collect your channel information. You input your channel's traffic sources, your goals, and what you're tracking. Then the calculator, which takes your video analytics across the 28-day period and starts to work out where your bottleneck is. The results page explained the bottleneck, why the other options weren't selected, and what to actually do about it to fix your problem. It wasn't finished, but at the very least, it was working. At this point, it was coming up to midnight. I'd been working at this for about 11 hours. I was tired, and not gonna lie, I was still frustrated from the captures. They really did get to me, but I thought we were nearly there, and that's when it all fell apart. Okay, I don't know what I've done, but I've broken something. I haven't seen this before, so I'm hoping I haven't broken everything. I'm gonna copy this. I'm just gonna check something because we did run. Okay, so Control C. I think it's like, what do we go? We go through and type a thing. What have we been? It's npm run dev. I'm hoping this would then fix it. No. Okay, so we could go to the calculator. We just can't go to the dashboard. So something's wrong with the dashboard there. Let's go through. I think we got tracking. Was that it? Was that what it was called? No, it wasn't tracking. I forgot what the other one's called. Let's go through calculator again because we know that one's work. Results. Okay, so that one breaks. So I think maybe it's just saving like because it had it previously, but we've got this, which gives us quite a few errors. Okay, if in doubt, ChatGPT. Here's what happened. I've been making changes all evening, updating the database tables in Supabase, adding new columns, changing fields, and somewhere in all of that, the site and the database stopped matching. It wasn't a small error, this was site breaking. The dashboard was completely broken. And for someone who doesn't know how to code, I genuinely didn't know how to fix it. However, ChatGPT did. I described the problem, got a fix, ran the query in Supabase, and that was it. I was back. Seeing the dashboard load again after a sudden panic attack was genuinely one of the best feelings of relief I've had in a long time, because up until this point, I did not back up any of this work. With 12 hours still on the clock, I went to sleep. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. I would have loved to have been able to do 24 hours straight, but I was tired at this point, and even though a lot of the work was copying and pasting prompts, it did take it out of me. When I woke up, I had 3 hours and 44 minutes left, which sounded like a lot until I listed what still needed doing. Domains needed linking, the landing page copy was still AI generated placeholder text, the forgotten password flow needed testing, the email rate limits were already hit, and the whole thing still needed to go live. So there was nothing to do except work through the list. I ran through the site like a user who'd never seen it before. Found bugs, fixed them. Found more, fixed those too. The onboarding needed tightening, some of the default labels were wrong, the dashboard had a few things pulling in data it shouldn't have been, none of it was catastrophic or site ending, but all of it did need fixing. It was fine as a draft, it wasn't fine as a live product. So I uploaded the pages to Claude, gave it some direction of what I think it should say, asked it to rewrite the copy for my audience, and fed the output straight into Cursor. With about 2 hours left, the site was in a state I was actually happy with. It was time to connect the domain and push it live. I already had the domain, already had the Google Workspace set up through 20i. The DNS settings were already done. So I just needed to push this to Versal, which told me that I had to change the name server. And this is where I made a massive mistake that I didn't notice until later. When you change name servers, everything that was pointing to it originally now stops working, which includes my Google Workspace, which meant my Google domain. I didn't know it at the time. I just knew that the site was up and I was enjoying life.
Yes! It's there! We've got it there! Nice! Okay. Now, the thing that I do need to figure out is when we go through and test, I want to test and not publish this. So I don't know the difference between that, but we got our login. If I go through and try to log in here with the same one as what we were doing on the test, do I still get a login? I still get to log in, still got all the stuff. So it still pulls it all from Supabase. We got our results history. Perfect. Got my settings. Nice. I did it. It's published. We still need quite a few things to go through and update here, but we've got this, which is real nice. So happy about this. I could log in through a live URL. All the Supabase data was there. The calculator worked. The results were pulling through. It was a real live product. And I thought I had this 24-hour challenge in the bag at this point. We literally have 1 hour left and there's still so much that needs to be done. We have not got resend checking our DNS. Like it's already been 2 hours, so we still have to wait for that, in which means we cannot do the forgotten password or anything until that's done. And on top of that, we still need to go through, do a full walkthrough with a test user, testing landing pages, signups, onboarding, dashboard settings, default metrics, calculator, results page, results history, weekly update behavior, landing page copy, and then we also need to go through and do some visual polish, all within an hour. This is already stressful.
1 hour left. I needed to do a full walkthrough with a fresh test account. Create an account, confirm the email, log in, test every page, fix whatever breaks. Simple. Except Supabase has an email rate limit, 2 emails per hour, and I already hit it. So I couldn't create a new account because Supabase couldn't send the confirmation email for me to actually confirm.
I forgot all my passwords. Okay, new account. We then need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 create account. So we can't do that. We need, so my email rate limit has been hit. We can't increase that until we get this, but we can't get this because it's not loading the thing and it's been 2 hours already. I forgot the password, but I cannot request a password change.
Fine. We need to switch to an SMTP provider. It bypasses Supabase's email limits entirely. Connect it up, problem solved. Except to connect resend, it needs to send a verification email to my domain, which I did not receive. Remember earlier where I said I changed my name servers and I noticed a problem after I did this 24-hour build? Well, this is the consequences of that. I was not able to receive any verification emails or any emails in general to this account. Still, at this current point, I didn't know that that was the problem. I thought resend was just down. I thought it was something on their end and not on my end. So here's where we are with 45 minutes left. Supabase can't do anything with because we've hit our email limit. Resend, which is what I want to replace it with, can't be set up because we cannot verify our email since we cannot receive any emails to our domain. Not just that, but even if we did set it up, we still need to wait a couple hours for DNS propagation. I need to set up a new test account, but I can't create one because Supabase can't send it and Resend is not connected. And to make matters worse, my existing account, I forgot my password and I can't send a password reset email because, again, email was broken and Supabase hit the limit. Everything that needed email to work didn't. With about 20 minutes left, I did try to go into Supabase directly and see if I could reset it there, in which I could, but I still didn't understand that the emails that were being sent were not being received. So with all of this, there was nothing to do except try to guess the password for one of the accounts that I've already set.
21. 012345678 9. I've got the simplest password in the goddamn freaking world and I forgot it. I don't think we have time. We literally have less than 20 minutes. I swear. Let's just quick one last try. I swear this was 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay. How did I forget the simplest fucking password? That's absolutely crazy. 20 minutes. I was running through every page. Login, onboarding, dashboard, calculator, results, settings. One thing left to test. Account deletion. It sounds like a small thing, but the product that won't let you delete your account isn't a finished product. Failed to delete account. It still has failed to delete account. Okay, actually this might be fine. So we need to publish this. To restart local dev, run dev. That should have just refreshed. I'm just going to do one last refresh because why not? Delete. It still says failed to delete, but I can copy this. Okay, it's missing. What's it missing? It's missing error superbase keys is required. Superbase service role. So locally next is loading.env.local, but superbase service role key is either missing, misspelled, empty, or spaces. Okay, so we've got that. So we can paste this into here. We can then delete the account, channels, settings. Come on. Load it. Delete. Come on. Deleting. Yes! Literally by the second. Oh. We deleted it. Just in case you can't hear it, that's the timer. Literally did it by the second of deleting that account. Yo, that got intense. 24 hours just to do it. Like nothing would have changed if we went up like, oh, I didn't delete. I guess I have to fix that. But it was nice to go through and get that done. Before the timer, last second. 24 hours, a domain, a database, a working calculator, a login system, a dashboard, a results history, and a published SaaS product. Done literally by the second. I didn't actually expect to pull it off. I actually had to wait a bit because I hit my limit of emails again, so I couldn't do a full run through, but I wanted to show you what it looks like if we ran from start to finish with the current build. I haven't made any changes since the 24 hours has ended. So I can go through, create an account. When I do this, it will then send an email from Superbase because we still haven't updated this shit. It wasn't part of 24 hours, but this will go through, confirm my email address. I can then go over and then I'm able to go through and log in. As part of logging in, there is onboarding. So I can go through, put in my first name, and I can also go through, put in my last name. From here, I can select my channel type of what best represents it. So if we say business, and then I can go through and set my primary goal of what it is that I want to do more of. So if we're going for business, then it's probably going to be that we want to go from get more clients or more business revenue. From there, I can hit continue. This is where I can set up my own tracking, or I could put it as like custom. So this is where I'll build it myself, have nothing, or I can go through and set one of the presets, which is already there. So since I'm running an agency, I'm going to go through, select the agency. And from there, it will then take me to my dashboard in which we cannot see anything as of right now. If I wanted to update any of those settings, I can just go to settings and it's all here. Some of these have been set by default as well, which can also be updated, but we have exactly what it is that I've just gone through set, as well as some other information. Going into the main point of this, we have our video calculator. So this actually looks at the bottleneck across the channel if you're looking at only videos. Now I've got this set up for 28 days. I've just put random numbers in just to go through and represent this, but it will go through and calculate what is there. And you pretty much just need to drag and drop, bring all the information and manually set it in here from your YouTube analytics. You can expand upon this. So you can see I've got my traffic sources, but it does only make up 95% with what is set in there. Now we can submit this, but if you wanted to manually go through each and every single one, we can. So we could go through and say that YouTube search is now also 5% and then it caps it off. Same with the additional metrics. This is what we set within our onboarding and also within our settings. So it's by default brought across, but I can add additional metrics, which are then also in here if there was something that I wanted to go through and set. I don't, we can then just go through, analyze. It will then take me over to that bottleneck. So it believes that my bottleneck here is business conversion, in which it will explain why this bottleneck, how to fix the bottleneck, recommended actions. It's got the metrics, the traffic source, everything that we've been able to set, and why the other bottlenecks were not selected.
This now sets my actual bottleneck for the week. So that's what we're focusing on improving. And then I can also look at my results history, which will list every single result that we have. The tool is called Cresivo. Is it finished? No. Does it do the one thing it's supposed to do? Yes. You put in your YouTube data and it tells you exactly where your bottleneck is, not a vague tip, a specific answer. Go to cresivo.co and use it now. What I just built within 24 hours is just the start of that. You'll be thankful to know that we actually have a development team building a full platform right now. The goal is one place where you go to understand your channel, know what to focus on, and manage everything from idea to published video without switching between 5 different tools. If you want early access when it launches, go to cresivo.co, sign up with your email, run the bottleneck calculator. You have something to test. That's the waiting list. When the full platform's ready, you'll hear about it first. Link is in the description. And if you got anything from this video, I hope it's this. You don't need to have it all figured out before you start. 24 hours, it's enough time to start something real. See you in the next one.